for a second. Look at your neighbor and check in. We bout to march, so if you not, get to stepping. I done told you who I am. I'm a force to be reckoned with. I think just be mad because my voice is so decadent. I'm setting a precedent. No mistakes and no accident. We ignoring the standard set cause our lowest is passionate. This alone is a classic hit. I'm a verb amongst adjectives. If the industry full of and my words is a laxative. I'm a maniac on these beats, I'm insane and it's not discreet. I'm enraged because y'all ain't see it. I'm spraying on every street, entertaining, no whack opinion. Who's saying we not elite? I'm over Balenciagas, I'm changing into my cleats. It's go time, it's show time. I ain't calming down until this place is a ghost town. Tired of the faking, we bringing back Motown. No sparing this go round. I'm taking no prisoners, so prepare for a showdown.
Down in the new town, I already feel that it's eyes on me. I'm getting looked up, down with the big frowns. They already gone by the size of me. I don't really do the talk, but my dudes up, I will not live in apology. I wish you lose opportunity and shut don't make way for a prodigy. Just down in the new town, I already feel that it's eyes on me. I'm getting looked up, down with the big frowns. They already gone by the size of me. I don't really.
We are just inside the Beltway, about 10 miles east of the Capitol Dome as we come to you from FedEx Field here in Landover. Today we've got a Week 8 matchup on tap here, as it'll be the defending NFC champions, the Philadelphia Eagles, taking on the Washington Commanders. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. From his end zone, here's Darius Davis. There he goes, right side. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. To throw right away is Howell. And his first look is incomplete. These two teams met up earlier in the year, back in Week 4, and it was Washington winning on the road, so they're looking to finish off the sweep here at FedEx Field. Now a 2nd and 10. Now the second-year man from Alabama, it's Brian Robinson. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8.
And that's the kind of run that gets everyone excited on offense. And, you know, oftentimes the guys who carry the ball are the ones in the huddle doing the chirping. Right now, I think it's the offensive line telling them, run it again. We are right there about to break a big one.
An early task, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. Third and 2. Here's Howell. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. So they'll accept that penalty, and that'll, of course, move the football up the field. Gibson here running out of the gun. Nolan Smith, a late first-round pick, in on the tackle. You look at this Eagle defense. Against the pass, they're toward the middle of the league, number 15 in the NFL.
I think if you talk to their head coach, you'll get a nice answer about how much he likes his team and what they're doing. But at the end of it, he would admit there's definitely room to improve.
2nd and 9. Second down and a run by Robinson. And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line. 15 yards the pickup. First down, Washington.
If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here.
First down, Howell to throw.
Flush to his right. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Different pass rushes are designed for different things. Sometimes you want to keep the quarterback in the pocket. Sometimes you want him to flush. I don't know exactly how this one was designed, but they made sure they moved him to his right. He got out of the pocket. Unfortunately for him, he was hit as he tried to throw the ball, and that resulted in an incompletion.
2nd and 10. Straight ahead, it's Robinson.
And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
Seventh play of the drive forthcoming on 3rd and 8.
Howell throwing on 3rd down here. Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 25-yard line. The 3rd down conversion is successful. Give him 12 yards that time.
Howell throwing on 1st down here. That's out to the flat for Gibson.
So the completion good for 7 there. And that's going to bring up 2nd.
Game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so. It gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
Powell. Back to Gibson, and another catch for him.
Just a gain of a couple there. And 3rd and 1 now.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
So play number 10 now coming. It's been a long opening drive, but this is 3rd down. Robinson will try to pick it up. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15. If you make the stop there, maybe you hold him to 3 on this opening drive. They didn't get the stop.
Yeah, new set of downs now. Now you're worried about, just as you pointed out, not just giving up 3, possibly giving up 6. Let's see what they decide to do here, because they've got to change up what they have been doing. It hasn't been working.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Back to Robinson now on 1st down. And he is going to lose yardage here. Hassan Reddick coming through with a stop there and a tackle for loss to boot.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
They'll have to deal with a 2nd and 14 now after the loss. Off play action. It's Howell. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line. He's sacked. Hassan Reddick make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, their quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. And the defense coming through on 3rd down, a loss of 7 to bring up 4th. Field goal unit and Joey Sly now. He's going to need a little mustard on this one. It'll be a 51-yard attempt. And he missed it. It's no good. And this will remain a scoreless game.
I'm about to say something that seems really obvious, but you hate to see your kicker miss on the opening drive, because now you're starting to wonder what goes through his head. Is that going to affect him the rest of the game? Is he going to be able to bounce back? You want to show confidence later? What's going to go on with him right out of the gate with a miss?
Yeah, a chance to grab the 3-0 lead here at home. Instead, we remain scoreless. Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. That is caught. It's the tight end Goddard. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A really good pickup of 28 yards. That's his first catch of the game, and an impressive one against multiple defenders.
And how about that start? Really aggressive. Yeah, there was double coverage out there, but that didn't stop them at all. They went right at it and defeated it on that play.
Now a man picked up on draft night this year, DeAndre Swift. And he gets stopped up at the 31 after a gain of maybe a yard. You talk about this Washington defense. This unit, they're hoping to improve against the pass, because right now, Charles, number 27 in the NFL.
What they lack in pass defense, they do make up for in run defense. They're a top 10 unit against the people trying to move the ball on the ground. But this is a passing league, so there's a conundrum.
From the 31, here's a 2nd down and 9. Hurts sets up to throw it. And he'll slide to a halt here. Still a little shy of the first down marker. 6 yards there off the scramble, but he'll still leave him with a third down.
Certainly not the way they drew it up in the playbook, but that's why they love this guy back there. He sees things breaking down, and he's more than capable of finding an escape route and still getting a decent gain.
In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much since. Well, just a little too lackadaisical, Charles, and they didn't get up and snap the ball in time. Delay of game.
Yeah, and I'm not sure if he understood where the clock was located. In different stadiums, it's in different places. You have to check that in pregame and make sure you're aware so you don't run into penalties like these.
And the delay of game penalty makes this much more difficult. 3rd and 8. Throwing is Hurts. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. So Hurts is off, and on comes Jake Elliott for the Eagle field goal. It'll come from the right hash. It's a 47-yard attempt. The kick by Elliott is good. And the Eagles, they take a 3-0 lead. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
On the return, the Commanders take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
Here's 2nd and 10. They go play action with Howell. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. And while all of that was going on with a sack, it appears, unfortunately, we have an injured player. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. The offense on 3rd down, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 19. Now Brissett, the backup, his first throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll be out right at the 35. 3rd and 19, no problem, as they're able to convert.
That's a pretty throw right there. That ball's in the air a long time, but it's right on the money on the right sideline. A really good route. Moving the defenders towards the middle of the field before breaking to the sideline. What a completion there. Big-time arm strength. Very nice route.
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And he goes out right around the 39. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Brandon, we just saw the benefits of being able to run the ball successfully. They pick up 4 yards on that carry. So now, if you're a play caller, You can do just about anything you want, but on the defensive side of the ball, you're scrambling a little bit. Now you're behind, trying to figure out, do I need to blitz him? Do I need to pressure him? How do I gain an advantage on this snap?
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. He'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Brissett. Complete, it's Dodson. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left and tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, defender was right on him.
Now Brissett. That's Samuel, caught left side. And the Commanders are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line. Robinson, not going anywhere. He'll lose a couple back to the 6. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
2nd and goal from the 6 this time. Brissett now, eluding the pressure right. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down.
They made a nice effort to stick him with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the 2nd half of this contest.
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. Throwing, Brissett. He's going to drop this underneath for Robinson. Touchdown! Brian Robinson Jr. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And Washington has taken the lead. Well, we know he has decent hands out of the backfield. That's the first time, Charles, they've targeted him in the passing game, and it pays dividends.
And I love the design, too, because they kept him in the backfield, made the defense think run first before they swung him out of there. And you're right, with his hands, they might want to throw it to him just a little bit more.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And Rodgers will hold on to this one, and it'll come out to the 25. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they dipped a game below 500 following the loss last week. And you get the sense that maybe this team's at a little bit of a crossroads here.
Yeah, I think that's a really good way to put it, because what's that old malaprop? If you come to a fork in the road, take it. Because this crew, they're losing ground fast. They've got to start winning some ball games. And the good teams, they're starting to separate themselves, and these guys are being left behind.
At the 24-yard line.
2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3 our score. A A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Brown goes in motion left. Hurts. Going deep here for Watkins. And this is incomplete. Oh, looked like he had a pretty good line on it. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
I don't know if he's sensing contact to come or what, but that's a ball he'd love to have back. That could have gone for big yardage, but it just didn't want to stay in his hands. That's a tough break.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Here's Hurts to throw. That is caught. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That gain on 3rd down, good for 28.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds it for the 1st down.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Now, hang on here, because DeAndre Swift injured on that last play and in need of a little assistance. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. Here's a 2nd and 8. Smith will come in motion right. From the gun, it's Hurts. And he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home. Montez Sweat in there to get him. It's a loss of 5.
Montez Sweat in good form there as he sacks another quarterback. And he's in good form in 2022 as well. Put up 8 sacks coming off of an injury-shortened campaign the year prior.
So after that sack, Hurts and the Eagles, tough spot here. 3rd and long. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that will be incomplete. They weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
And they're not going to go quietly into this halftime break. They know they're in for a fight, so they're trying to make every possession count. They took the big shot there, but it winds up incomplete.
Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And with a 7-3 lead, we'll see how aggressive they want to be. Now a nice play defensively on 1st down as this is knocked away and incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on 1st down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
What are you guys doing?
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
Give every member of that unit a ton of credit for ripping off such a big gain there, because you don't get free for that many yards on a counter or misdirection without everybody selling the heck out of it.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Focus, boys, focus!
To throw, Brissett. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
The defender certainly didn't forget about him leaking out of the backfield. There was a guy ready and waiting to pick him up in coverage, and that throw had no shot.
Step it up! Together, all! Keep it together!
They'll throw now on the final play. That is incomplete.
Nowadays, quarterbacks don't mind throwing into coverage because of the confidence they have in their receivers to come down with the ball. But sometimes you have to be careful you don't get too confident and throw an interception.
On 3rd down, Brissett winds up and lets it go for Samuel. And this is caught inside the 5. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. It's the Eagles ready to see the football first, and they trail here as we resume action in this 3rd quarter. The drive will start at the 25-yard line here as Rodgers will not return it. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Well, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the 2nd quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they will.
And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Quez Watkins, 75 yards. And the Eagles come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the 3rd quarter. And we didn't even get a chance to settle in for that drive. A quick strike of 75 yards, and they find the end zone.
Don't you get the sense that film study was behind this one, that they saw something that they thought they could take advantage of? The key is calling it in the right situation, knowing when it exists to go to it. They did exactly that. They've got to feel really good about what they did in advance of this game.
Just looking down at the sideline now, their defense is like, man, can you have strung that out just a few plays? Give us a break. Back out there.
Hey, man, give that water break and get on out there and play.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And, Charles, it feels like we're set up for a good second half here. Came out of the locker room, 1-score game. Now the lead has already changed hands. Well, this offense, they've got an opportunity right now to take that lead right back.
Yeah, and it feels like you're going back and forth almost a little bit like a tennis match, right? And we're just, our heads just keep moving. Which side has it? Which side's going to score? How are they going to go out doing it? A little bit of a challenge for each side trying to match each other.
Faking the handoff. Howell. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
A couple of quick incompletions, and now they're just one more away from getting off the field. They've got options now. Could they dial up a blitz here or just drop everyone into coverage to crowd the throwing lanes?
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Howell throwing on 3rd down here. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to have a Commanders 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
It's pretty evident that this passing game has been frustrated so far. They haven't really moved the ball the way we might have expected, but this is a good pickup here for the 1st down.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Robinson on a give right side. And he's got it up over the 40 to the 41. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Well, I think after that run, the defense is getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
This 2nd and 4. They'll run again here with Robinson. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
Let's face it, when you have a guy who can pick up those types of runs and keep the chains moving or stay ahead of the chains, you're making everyone else on offense happy because you're opening things up to allow for a whole lot of different play calls.
A pair of 1st downs gives him a 1st and 10 up at the 44. Robinson up the middle. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Now a 2nd and 6. They'll run this one right with Robinson. And some solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38. 63 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now. All right, I got to ask you, with these RPOs, essentially the quarterback has 3 options, right? So what's different from that versus the triple option that we see the service academies run at the college level?
As a general rule, the triple option at the college level, most things...
And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. That's big Jordan Davis powering in to drop him. That's number 4, sack number 4. They had 4 last week, so he's been down on the ground a lot.
Partner, they say the eye in the sky does not lie. And that's indeed the case because they watched the game tape from the previous week, incorporated it into their own defensive scheme, and continued to get after this quarterback.
And now this defense will be searching for sack number 5. And incomplete on the deep ball. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yes, let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun on 3rd down, Howell. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. 30 yards there, and of course the 1st down as well. Howell down to throw it. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got it. Touchdown, Washington. 10 yards on the touchdown pass. And the Commanders have taken the lead here in this 3rd quarter. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, 2nd year in the NFL. And I don't know if last year as a rookie if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, He recognized that they were all over that, so he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the second-year quarterback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Over the middle, he's got Watkins. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards. That time on the run-pass option when he decided to throw it. Not a quick little drop-off. He went downfield a bit.
Reminiscent of a triple option quarterback in college because he faked it inside, and instead of immediately throwing it out to the perimeter, stepped back in the pocket to find a target downfield.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. He'll get this off to Swift. And he is going to lose yardage here. So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards.
Boy, how good has this defense been seemingly all game long?
I really think right from the first snap, I think you're really onto something there. In this passing game, it just can't get off the ground. And that play, it wound up losing yardage.
Still 15 yards to go, 2nd down. Hurts sets up to throw it. Going for the deep ball. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked over for a minute. That's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line.
Intercepted. The Commanders take over 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Off play action. It's Howell. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
That's tremendous field position that they were given following the turnover, but they've still got work to do to get to field goal range, and the coverage we're seeing isn't going to make it easy.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. A give left side to Robinson.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
And they'll need the 39 here for a first. This is third down. On third down, Robinson. And he gets this only to the 44-yard line. Not near enough to keep the drive alive. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a fourth down.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this third down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stopped them for almost no gain.
A 61-yard attempt.
He's got the distance, but it's no good. Wide to the right, and this will stay a 4-point game.
Wow, partner, it's almost a little jarring to see a holder set up on the other side of midfield. I haven't brought out my binoculars to make sure on that one. That is showing an awful lot of confidence in a kicker to try and hit from 61 yards, and this one winds up no good.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. In motion left comes Brown.
A run for the former Seahawk. It's Rashad Penny.
And he'll be taken down after a decent gain, and that will bring us to the end of this third quarter of play. So both teams trade touchdowns, and the third as we're through 3 quarters of play.
You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Line of scrimmage, the 43 on 2nd and 4.
In motion right is Watkins.
Now he's going to get it on the jet sweep.
7 yards there and a first down.
Well, we've seen running backs in today's NFL get involved in the passing game. Maybe it's about
This league, no question about it. That wasn't the biggest of gains, but it was enough to get them a first down. And it continues to test the defense. They have to think on every play about who might end up with the ball.
Swift going to try up the middle. And maybe a little over pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line.
It's an Eagles first down on a gain of 11.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
First down, and they go with Swift again.
And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground.
From the 24 now, here's a 2nd and 9.
The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Now 2nd and 9. Off the play fake. Here's Hurts.
Open man has got it, the tight end. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. That catch puts him over 70 yards receiving now as he's got a first down.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
They'll try and run forward with Penny. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Nothing on 1st down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal.
And Hurts going to move him around. They go back to the ground, this time Swift.
And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. That backs them up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down. This linebacking core, they've done a good job of keeping that running game in check.
They certainly have, and what they'll also do when this game is over is thank the guys up front, the big defensive line, because they've kept them clean, so to speak. Not letting blockers get to them, allowing them to run to the football and keep that running game bottled up.
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts.
Flushed out right. He will find Smith in the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. 10 yards on the touchdown pass.
And the Eagles have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter.
He was able to move around and found some vision to throw the football. And how about how he ended it? Boy, he had some zip on that throw.
Yeah, it doesn't hurt to have an arm like that. Results in the touchdown here. Great play offensively. Elliott good with a PAT, and it's now 17-14.
17. Commanders 14. Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
And Davis content just to bring this out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
In it to win it. Yeah, this could be the turning point. In it to win it.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the 4th quarter.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
How about the big guy there showing some agility? He just flowed from his D-tackle position in order to make that play.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
On the counter, this is Robinson.
And they're able to get this one across the 35.
81 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch victory.
And he is going to get out of bounds with the 1st down, so that's going to double their pleasure for sure. They get the 1st and save the timeout. Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. Here's Howell. Looking for Dotson, and he's got him.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
Here's 1st and 10. Straight ahead, it's Robinson.
And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11.
They'll come up now on second down.
At the 11-yard line. It's a pickup of 6.
Robinson with another carry.
And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Clock's under a minute. Still plenty of time, Parker. They all 3 timeout.
That means they have plenty of options in their play calling and where they target on the field. They can throw it downfield, maybe even in the middle, and use their timeouts.
Here's first and goal. They'll run with Robinson. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
I'm a little surprised right here. They've got 3 timeouts left. The clock's running down, and they aren't using them. Those timeouts do you no good at home. Use them now.
Take it to him. Don't let him rest. You can do it, baby. And this is the time where homes are made. Let's keep it going. Take it to him.
The line of scrimmage, once again, the 5 as they get ready for second and goal.
Second down and a run by Robinson.
And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
This is 3rd and goal.
And they'll go jet sweep to try to pick it up. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
Come on. Stay tough, boys. Stay tough.
A bit of extra pressure now for this one on Joey Sly.
This to potentially send us to overtime.
Sly able to put this one through.
And that will tie this game here in the final minute of play. So in the final minute, they turn it over to their kicker to get him back to even, and he does not disappoint.
Brandon, do you think the pressure ever gets to this guy? Because I sure don't. That was pretty smooth right there. But I tell you, he better not rest on his laurels, because there's a good chance they may need him again if this game goes to overtime.
On the return from his end zone, Rodgers. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. This is 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Swift. And that not what they wanted. They lose yards on 1st down.
And we need overtime to decide this one after 4 quarters of play. We're all even. The extra session in a moment. This is the NFL on EA Sports. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
Rodgers going to return it from his end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
ready at the line. This Philly offense set to go.
And everyone knows the OT rules, Charles, but pretty simple formula. They go down and get a field goal, we continue play, but if they can find the end zone on this possession, ball game over.
And as meticulously as all teams plan for a game, I don't doubt for a second on that offense coordinator's play sheet, he's got some overtime plays that he wants to run. I know it sounds crazy, but they plan for everything. 1st and 10 all the way throughout the game, 2nd and 7, whatever. Right now, he's looking at that play sheet saying, if we get to overtime, what can we break out that they haven't seen?
We'll play only the one overtime here. If time runs out, it'll be a tie as they come up on 2nd down.
Mariota to throw it. Under pressure, they got him again.
So they take the flag and the yardage that comes with it. And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10.
He probably should have given that one off as he's going to get hit and taken down behind the line. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
And on this play, the read for the quarterback was the defensive end, and he was totally focused on the quarterback. He should have given it off inside to the running back. Instead, he kept it and ended up taking a loss on the play.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout. They'll be down to just one remaining as we step aside here in overtime. They run out of the gun with Swift. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of 1, now a loss of 2, and they're staring at a 3rd and 13.
Well, they went back to it, but the results were similar, so I highly doubt that he'll get another opportunity here on 3rd and 1.
So 1st and 2nd down went in the wrong direction. They'll try to do better here on 3rd and 13. Now the first throw in overtime for Mariota. And the Commanders are going to get there as he's taken down. Montez Sweat picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. The Eagles send out their punter now. On for a very important punt here in overtime. And this will do the job nicely as that'll be out of bounds just inside the 10-yard line.
At
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Well, their defense, they did the important thing. They got the stop. They didn't allow a point, but now they're backed up here pretty far, Charles. Going to need a significant drive to try to get into position for the game-winning field goal.
Yeah, partner, don't you think that defense is on the sidelines right now saying, don't come to us with your problems about where you're starting? We did the important part. We kept them off the board, kept us in the ball game. Find a way to maneuver it downfield, at least get into field goal range, and get us a win.
On to give, here's Robinson. And brought down, but not before reaching the 25. 124 yards rushing for him now as this sensational afternoon continues. 2 minutes left in this overtime session, and still all time. First down, how to throw. And that throw behind his man. He missed him, incomplete. Another nice job there defensively. They've really stymied their passing attempts, and it continues in overtime.
And for them to do that, that means they've had to be cohesive on defense. Pressure in the quarterback's face. Good coverage of not just the wide receivers, but the tight end, the running backs when they try and slip out, and making sure they're at the point of attack. When the ball's in the air, they get there and help force some of those incompletions.
And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. Powell to throw. Slings this deep from McLaurin. Oh, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Reed Blankenship. And the Eagles are going to have it with a chance to win the game here in overtime. Both offenses sputtering a little bit here in overtime, Charles. But give credit to the defenses and certainly credit to them on that last play. That is a huge interception.
I will absolutely do that. They deserve the credit because they forced a punt on the opening drive of overtime. You know no one wants to give up the ball in OT. And now you have them back out there knowing that it only takes a field goal to win this game. Big-time defensive plays being made.
Looking left side for Watkins, and he's got it. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run. But for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
And that's going to be incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
after the delay. They're backed up even further for 3rd and long. Mariota going to change the play. Now Mariota. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
Just straight money right there. The biggest drive of the game, a chance to win it in overtime. If they've been saving that play, they sure pulled it out at the right time. A huge turn of events there.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Watkins. And a timeout coming in here with just 7 seconds remaining in the extra session.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
From the 46, here's a 2nd and 7. Mariota. Towards the end zone for Brown. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.